running.
There is blood, gore, hence violent news. Just want to make sure my audio is okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. Today we got a 1,000-point battle between Iron Hand Space Marines
and Genestealer Bladed Cog and Hive Fleet Kraken.
And with all of our 1,000 point and above games, we have a pregame show where we'll go over all of our army lists, game details, and get on to basically setting everything up. If you want to check that out, check the link down below. Otherwise, we're going to jump into action at the start of turn 1. Alright, and here's everything deployed for our Decapitation Strike mission. It's a Maelstrom of War mission from the Chapter Approved 2018 book. If you want full rules for how we deployed here, the game mode, and everything, check out the link down below in the description for the pregame show. Otherwise, we're going to get into turn 1, which we've already rolled off for, and it's going to be Iron Hand's turn 1. Alright, and for turn 1, drawing my 3 tactical objectives as per the game. I got Supremacy. That should be pretty hard to do turn 1. Blood and Guts. Well, I'm nowhere near melee. And Secure Objective 5, which I think is in the middle of the board. I don't think I'll be getting any of these this turn. Oh well. Alright, turn 1 movement for the Iron Hands. Pretty straightforward. My Venerable Dreadnought moved to 6 inches forward to get line of sight. Just more on the field and more importantly to the Carnifex. Stayed put with the Stalker. Stayed put with the Devastator team. My Chapter Master shifted a little bit to spread his 6-inch bubble a little bit better. Tech Marine climbed out of the Razorback. Razorback stayed put. Tactical squad that was in the Razorback moved over, getting ready to take over command of that objective for the other tactical squad, which is moving up. And advanced both the tactical squad and the captain up into the ruins right there, gaining control of Objective 1. Who knows, maybe in like another 2 turns, I'll have 3 objectives.
And
that's going to be the end of my movement phase, which means we need you to reveal your stuff, and then we're going to go over what all the mysterious objectives we have, since it's been a while since we've had tactical objectives. Alright, and at the end of the movement phase, Mike's ambush markers are now revealed. Mike didn't spend any sort of crazy command point things to reallocate them, move them, put them into underground or anything like that, so just having them appear, mainly in the craters, I guess to keep them safe.
Yep.
And now we need to reveal all of the mysterious objectives. Let's start with number 4 over here. And that is going to be a 3 Grav Wave Generator.
You're harder to charge.
Yeah, -2 to charge the unit that is controlling it. And then let's do number 1 up there. I got a 5. Scatterfield may reroll saving throws of 1.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty solid defensible location. Now what about your 2 down there?
My number 6 is going to be a 4.
Targeting relay may reroll hit rolls of 1.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Too bad you don't have a lot of long-range weapons to hold that point.
And then number 3, a 6.
Fire support. At the end of your shooting phase, on a 5-up, choose an enemy unit within 36 inches, and that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Nice. That will be useful for me if you have anything within 36 inches, which I think your makes a better save can.
Yeah. Alright, that's pretty solid. Alright, so the next, I guess we'd move on to the psychic phase. I don't have a psychic phase. So on to the shooting phase, where I do believe I will start off with my Razorback firing his 2 twin las cannon shots into your Carnifex.
Alright.
Alright, and my Razorback's 2 shots from its twin las cannon, hitting on 4s because -1 to hit because of his Spore Cysts. Both hit. Strength 9 versus Tough of 7, so 3s to wound. And you know what? I really want it to die, so let's go ahead and spend a command point. And I got a 2. Shouldn't re-roll those. Alright, that's 1 with AP -3.
So that'll be 1 6-up save. No.
Alright.
D3.
D6 damage from the last
D6.
cannon. For 4.
Ooh.
Alright.
on. Let me put a marker down just to make sure I don't forget.
Alright, next up is going to be my Venerable Dreadnought shooting across the map into it as well. Would normally be hitting on 2s, but did move and you're -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s.
Alright.
Both hits. And wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
Still.
It's a last cannon
All
still.
right. And 6-up save. No, it's still a 3.
D6 damage. For 1.
Alright, bumps it up to take 5 damage.
Alright. Next up is going to be the Devastator Squad, firing 4 rockets into it.
Alright.
I'm going to pop the Sergeant special ability. The Sergeant can choose not to fire, and if he does, he can increase the ballistic skill of one other model in the unit by 1.
Nice.
So, 3 are going to be hitting on 4s, 1's going to be hitting on 3s.
Cool.
So the 3 that are hitting on 4s, and it's a crack mode. So that is 3 successful hits. Let's do the one hitting on a 3. All successfully hit. All are strength 8, so wounding on 3s. That is 3 successful wounds with AP -2 for crack missiles.
So that will be 3 5-ups. Which will make 1, fail 1, and fail 2.
Yeah, that one's a 1. Alright, and these 2 D6 a pop.
Oh.
And that's 6 damage.
Okay. So he's taking 11 damage.
I think he's got 8 wounds.
I think he has 8 wounds. Let me check.
Alright, and the last thing to shoot this turn is going to be my Striker, which is going to fire its shots from its Icarus Storm cannons. And I'm going to shoot it into that cultist squad there. I could start putting it into the Genestealers, but they won't get saves against this, and maybe shave some stuff off. Alright, it's going to be hitting on 4s because don't have the fly keyword. And I do get to reroll all because of the nearby Chapter Master. So, 2 successful hits, rerolling all because of the nearby Chapter Master. For 4 successful hits. Strength 7 versus tough of 3, so 2s to wound. I can roll 2 1s, but still got 2. AP -3.
Pretty sure they get no save.
I think they have a 5 base, and they're in cover, giving them a 4.
Yeah.
So that's AP -3 is a 7. So
Yeah. Let me check if I have other saves. Made sure. And for this unit, that got a shot, I thankfully have 2 6-up saves to make because of Bladed Cog. So 2 6-up invols for 2 5s. Nope. So 2 eat it. I'll just pull from the back.
alright. Nothing else is in range to shoot this turn, so that is going to be it for turn 1 for the Iron Hands. First strike.
Yep, you do in fact get first strike.
And I think I'm going to actually discard Blood and Guts.
Alright. On to Genestealer's turn 1. Alright, and for Genestealer Cult turn 1, I get 3 objectives, which are going to be Overwhelming Firepower, kill something in the shooting phase. Fair enough. Defend objective 6. I got it. I'm already standing on it. And Area Denial. Score 1 victory point if there are no enemy models within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield. Which I might be able to get, but Tom's tower army...
Actually, probably not within 6, just from when the tower is at.
Sweet, so I might be able to get that one as well. So, on to movement. Alright, so Genestealer Cult turn 1. I had this group just move up, not advancing. The Magus move up, other Neophyte group move up. The Genestealers and Broodlord moved and advanced, both getting 6s all the way up, so very nice 14-inch move. And this group just daisy-chained forward, still holding on to objective 6 for capping that objective. which is very nice. Now on to Psychic Powers, where I'm going to start with the Broodlord giving Catalyst to my Genestealers. It's going to be a Warp Charge 6. So here we go. Where I get a 5, where I'm absolutely spending a command point to reroll that 1 to get another 1. So, damn it. That is unfortunate. And then I don't have enough distance to really cast anything from him, so he's not going to cast anything. With that sad psychic phase out of the way, on to shooting. So, starting the shooting phase off with all 3 Neophyte squads, as they only really have 1 target. So I'm going to be rolling all of their auto guns and their seismic cannons in the long wave profile all at once, because they've all got basically the exact same profile.
Measured it all out, and there's 23 shots in total.
No, I was just going with, does anyone have like a +1 to hit, or for some odd reason, but they don't.
Unless you gave him something special that I didn't know about.
Oh, well, I didn't know about it either. Alright, and with all of those shots, I've got 23 dice to roll. So, hitting on, I believe, 3s. No.
4s.
Hitting on 4s. 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 hits. Pretty good.
Yep.
And these will probably be wounding on, what, 4s or 5s?
5s, you're only strength 3.
Oh, yeah. What I meant to say was 5s or 6s, but... Alright, and these are all going to be wounding on 4. These are all going to be wounding on 5s. For... is that just 2?
It looks like just 2.
It's just 2. 1, 2. Alright, well, poop.
Well, with no AP on these auto gun equivalents, that's going to be 2 2-ups. Which I make both.
Yep.
That is a whole lot of diddly.
Yep. Next up in shooting, I'm going to have the 2 grenade launchers in these 2 units. Fire in. Both are going to be using crack. So, once again, hitting on 4s. For 1 hit. And then wounding on 6 versus...
4, so 3s.
3s to wound. For 1 possible wound.
Alright, 1 3-up save. Made it.
Bah. And then lastly, I'm going to have my 4 mining lasers all go up into that same group. So, 4 shots, hitting on 4s, for 3, and then wounding on 9 versus 6, so...
9 versus 4.
9 versus 4. Alright, so 2s. For all 3 possible wounds.
And AP minus 3 versus a 2-up save because of cover, so I've got 3 5-ups. Okay, and these do D3 a pop, right?
Yes.
Well, I've got a 6-up feel no pain,
Okay.
so you're going to have to do each of them.
Alright. Then we just do them all together?
Sure. I'll just roll the saves one at a time then. So you do 2 to the first guy. But that's the only one I'm going to roll. 2 to the first guy, because the other ones aren't going to happen.
Oh, okay.
2 6-up saves to save the one. I didn't get double 6s. So that's 3 dead.
Alright.
Let's, I guess, pull these ones, which I guess will make that further for you.
Alright, and then with all the shooting out of the way, on to charges to declare, where I'm absolutely going to be declaring a... Tom, can I declare a multi-charge if I don't know if I'm actually within range of the target? Like, can I get into range with that guy?
You can always pre-measure.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't fantasy.
Alright, on to charges to declare for Genestealer Cult, where I'm going to have all of my brood over here declare a charge on the 2 remaining Marines and the 1 captain.
Okay. Captain cannot draw line of sight to any of the brood down there, but within range for the flamer and within 12 inches of the other dude for rapid firing his bolt gun. So starting off with the rapid firing bolt gun, hitting on 6s, double 5, and D6 number of shots for the flamer. 1. I'm actually going to spend a command point on that for 6. That is much improved. And wounding on 4s. Okay.
Wow. That's a solid group of 1s.
That's a solid poop in my throat, but okay. Alright, we measured it out to get to the barricade or the bastion up and into within 1 inch. It's a 10-inch charge to get to within these guys and a 12-inch charge to get within an inch of the captain.
So, here we go. With a 12-inch charge, I make it in.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we are after charge. All gloriously in there. And just for the way we're running the building right now is all the ones in there get their attacks in, and all ones that are in direct base contact with the building get their attacks in. Which means that I've got, what, was 13?
You have 13 models that can attack.
So that's a total of 52 attacks in, while being within 6 inches of him. I'm hitting on 2s, and they get 4 models per attack. 4 attacks per model, because there's more than 10 in the group. So with all of that, I'm going to throw 12 into the squad of 2, and then probably 40 into the other guy.
Yeah.
So starting with the 12, hitting on 2s for 1 miss, and then wounding on 4s. 6s matter. For 2 6s.
That's the unit, because... well, do I have the... I'll do my 6 up feel no pains for those 6s, because your thing is AP -4 when you roll 6s.
Yeah.
So ignores their armor. So 6 up feel no pain for those. No, that's the unit.
Alright. And then just doing this in groups of 20 for the last guy there. First 20, hitting on 2s for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 misses. And I'm just going to roll a wound with these, and then I'll do the next 20, if necessary. And then wounding on a 4 as well. 6s matter, where I got 3 6s.
Your AP -1 makes it a 4-up save. I have a 4-up invul, so
it doesn't matter anyway. So in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, you missed a lot more. Never mind.
Yeah,
threes don't count.
Wounding on 4s.
Yep.
So 7.
7. Okay. 6, 7. 7 wounds, so 7 4-ups. Okay, looks like he failed 2. And then he has a 6-up feel no pain because of iron hands. Which didn't make any. So he's taking 2 wounds so far.
Alright. And then the next volley of 20 attacks, hitting on 2s. For 3, 4, 4 misses. Yep. And then wounding on 4s still. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. Get those out of your way.
Alright. Okay, 7 4-ups. That scattered pretty far, but I think I only made 2 this time. Yep, only made 2, so that's 5, 6 up, feel no pains. Which I didn't make any. That's 7. He's got less than 7.
Alrighty then. And then I'm going to do a 3-inch pile-in and get back. Alright, and here they are after their 3-inch pile-in. Or not pile-in, consolidate?
Consolidate. Yep.
Yay, words. And that is the end of Genestealer's turn 1, where I get
First strike.
First strike.
You kill the unit in your first turn, and you're going to get area denial, the big version.
Yes, I'm going to area denial the bigger version, which is make sure no enemy model is within 12 inches, and it'll be D3 victory points, which I get 3. So, with that one done, that is the end of my turn 1.
Okay, at the start of turn 2 for the Iron Hands, I'm down to only 1 active tactical objective because of the Decapitation Strike. I had to discard one of my 2 remaining tactical objectives. I feel no great loss because they couldn't have been done anyway. And moving on to my other ones. Mission Critical Objective. I need to roll a D6 and then secure that objective. Defend Objective 5. Okay, funny. Defend 4. Hey, at least I'm on 4.
Yes.
I can finally get
right
some points. Moved forward with the 1 tactical squad to get in rapid fire. Make sure the flamer's in range. This squad took over command of that objective. Shifted over the Razorback a little bit to get in rapid fire range with its Stormbolter. Moved my Tech Priest over so he can get some shots in. Kept the Chapter Master staying put. 6-inch bubble of making sure everything gets nice shots. Didn't move, and didn't move. No psychic phase, no special orders. On to some shooting. I'm going to start off with this unit because it's the least likely, least number of shots that could make it in range. Got a total of 4 shots, 1 from the bolt pistol and 3 from the bolt guns, not in rapid fire. Hitting on 3s. 4 with 3. And wounding on 4s. For none. Okay, next up is going to be the Razorback here, which is going to fire all its shots into the Genestealers. Starting off by rapid firing its Stormbolter, hitting on 3s. Rerolling all to hit because the nearby Chapter Master for 3 hits. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
2 5-up invols. Made 1, failed 1.
Alright, and then the 2 las cannon shots going into them. Hitting on 4s because it did move, but rerolling all to hit. Both successfully hit. And wounding on 2s. So, 2 more wounds.
2 more 5-ups. No, 2 more dead.
Up next, I'm going to have my Venerable Dreadnought go, and it's going to put all his shots into the Genestealers.
Alright. Can you see them?
Yeah, you can see the back line.
Alright.
So, 2 last cannon shots from him, hitting on 2s because he did not move. Both hit. Wounding on 2s. 1 wound.
1 5-up. Made it.
2 shots from his Stormbolter. Both hit. Wounding on 4s. No wounds. Alright. This is going to go ahead and activate next. Put all its shots in. So, 6 shots from its Icarus Storm. Hitting on 4s, rerolling all to hit. Good thing. 1 hit, a bunch of rerolls. Giving me 4 hits. Strength 7 versus Tough of 4, so 3s to wound. For 3 wounds.
For 3 5-ups. Don't.
It's Stormbolter. Hitting on 3s. Rolling all to hit. 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No more from that one. Alright, next up, the squad. It's got 3 bolt guns that are in rapid fire and 1 bolt pistol. So, 7 shots hitting on 3s. 4 hits. And wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
1 5 up. No. Another one bites the dust.
D6 number of shots from the flamer for 5. And wounding on 4s for 3 more wounds.
And 3 more 5 up invols. Or make 1.
Alright, up next, Devastator Squad firing down in frag mode. Let's go with the 3 that are going to be hitting on 3s. The D6 number of shots each. For 11. Hitting on 3s, rerolling all to hit. So 4 misses. 1 miss, so 10 hits. And then wounding on 4s, because strength 4 off of a frag missile.
And 7 5 ups. For made 2. So 5 more bite the dust. Ugh.
D6 number of shots from the one that's going to be hitting on 2 because of the Signum for 5. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling all to hit because of the Chapter Master. All successfully hit. And wounding on 4s. For only 1 more.
1 5 up invol. Made it.
Alright. So, out of range for that. So, he's going to go ahead and fire his combi bolter, just the bolter part, hitting on a 3. And wounding on a 4. 1 more wound.
Alright. 1 5 up invol. No. So, 1 more bites the dust.
Alright, I think that is all that can shoot in my army.
Alright, are you planning on making a charge?
I might as well, since you're going to charge and then wipe the unit. You have, what is it, a 12-inch Fearless?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're definitely within 12. They're almost within 6, so I'm going to go ahead and declare the charge, because you're not going to have more flee. I think you've got 2 flesh hook guys left?
Yes, I have just the 2. Alright, and shooting in with the flesh hooks for Overwatch, hitting on 6s. For, I'd say cocked.
Okay, if you want to reroll it, I'm fine with that.
For 4 1s. So, no, I do not hit you.
And an 8-inch charge.
Alright, so you definitely make it in.
Yeah. And then starting off the fight phase, got a total of 7 attacks. 4 from the regular dudes, and 3 from the sergeant with his chainsword. Hitting on 3s. I didn't need that. Well, there goes the unit. Wounding on a 4. Hopefully they'll take 1 more out with them.
And 1 5 up.
Yeah, they do.
No, it takes out 1 more. So, flesh hook guy. Alright, and then I'll pile in and make my attacks. And for my attacks back, I've got 18 attacks, hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s, 6s matter. For 1, 2, 3 6s and 2 4s.
Alright. I roll the 2 4s first. 2 4-up saves. Made 1 failed one, so that's going to be 4 6-up feel no pains. Which I make 1. So I lose 3.
And you don't have to worry about morale for them, do you?
I technically do. Leadership 8 down to 5, but I also can re-roll, so
Okay.
it's not likely. So, morale for them, yeah, they're fine.
Okay, cool.
And you're still within the 12, I do believe, to be fearless.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Which is very good, otherwise I think all the rest of them would flee.
Well, there's 6 left and you had 20 before this.
Yes. Alright, so I believe that's the end of your turn. Do you
yes.
have anyone that you want to
I'm going to get rid of mission critical objective, which was secure objective 3, which is on the other side of the board.
Alrighty then. Alright, so Genestealer's turn 2. During Tom's turn, I got defend objective 6, so I got 2 points for that. And I now get to draw 3 more cards. So this one I get Kill the Unbelievers. Score 1 victory point at the end of the turn for each enemy unit that was destroyed by a Genestealer Cult or Brood Brothers unit during this turn. Alright. And then Secure Objective 3. It's right there. And lastly, Blood and Guts. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during the fight phase of this turn. If 3 or more enemy units were destroyed during the fight phase, you get D3 victory points. So, not bad. On to movement. And turn 2 for movement is move forward, move forward, move forward, making sure to hold on to 3, and move forward now actually holding on to 5 with that one. Still in combat, moved forward and advanced, getting 5 extra inches, and these guys showed up. And I'm actually going to be spending 3 command points on Perfect Ambush on the Aberrants, because after I put them down, I remembered, or more accurately, Tom reminded me that 1, this group is in cover, and 2, because of the mystery objective that they're on, they are harder to charge.
Yes.
So they currently have a -4 on the distance to charge them, which means being 9 inches away, it's a 13-inch charge, which is impossible. So I'm going to see if I can get them just that little bit closer. So D6 movement for the Aberrants. For off the table. For 3. It's at least a possible charge. So I'll shift them up and then get to Psychic. Alright, so on to Psychic phase, where I'm going to start with the Magus firing into, or using Smite on the closest group, which is these 2 right here. So, we all know how Smite works at this point.
5,
and on a 3 it does not go off, and I'm putting a Catalyst on the Genestealer Cult units with the Broodlord. That I get. Alright, so starting the shooting phase with these 2 firing into the vehicle right there. 2 shots with their not las cannons, mining lasers, hitting on 4s for 1 hit, and then wounding on
a 3.
a 3 for 1 possible wound.
AP -3 and a 3 up armor, so a 6 up save. No. D3 damage.
Yay, D3. That will be, 1 damage. It doesn't even matter. Because he'll fix it.
Yeah, I repair D3 every turn, so.
And then over there with those 3, I've got 1 mining laser going into Tom's Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm. And a crack grenade.
Yes.
And other stuff.
And other stuff. So. Oh, and just for reference, that group is not shooting. No one else is in range. So it's just this group next.
Mm-hmm. Firing all they can into the Dreadnought.
Yep. So with the mining laser hitting on a 4, 1 hit, wounding on a...
It'll be a 3.
Alright, wounding on a 3. No. 1 crack grenade going in, hitting on a 4. No. And then lastly, the seismic cannon on its long wave, hitting with 6 shots, hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 6s with these. For 1.
1 3 up save.
Hey!
1 6 up feel no pain. Hey, 1 damage.
Woo! I did it. And with all that out of the way, on to charges and melee. Alright, so starting off charges with this group right here. Actually, he's slightly closer, so I'm going to start with the Broodlord going in. He's a little bit more tough.
Alright, Overwatch. Starting off with the bolt pistols and bolt guns rapid firing. Hitting on 6s. For none. And D6 number of shots because he's just within range for the flamer.
4.
Alright, and then wounding on 5s. For none.
Alright, and then with your -4, he's about 7 inches away. 6 inches?
Yeah, 6... No, 7 will make it into base to base.
Okay. So I've got to make a...
You need at least a 10.
Yeah.
Probably an 11. We'll remeasure in case.
Here we go. I got a 7. So I don't think that's enough.
No.
Damn it. Well, let's hope they do better.
And then shooting at the aberrants coming in. 7 bolt-related shots. Once again, nothing. That's 14 shots, not a single 6. And D6 number of shots from the flamer. 1 on a 4. No.
Alright. They're hopefully 10-inch charge. They got an 11. Alright, so they're making it in. And here they are after a successful charge. Nothing else is charging this turn. So, starting off with their attacks with their standard power picks. So that'll be 8 attacks hitting on 3s. For 2 misses. And then wounding on, I believe, 3s. For 2 failed wounds. So 4 total.
Alright, and with AP -2 on the power picks, that's going to be 4 5-up saves. Just save 1, and these do D3 a pot. So
Yes.
Gotta add for all those damages, because my 6-up feel no pain.
So, 3 D3s. 1, 1, and...
The 5. I'm not going to even try the 5. So on the 1, 6-up, feel no pain to save. Nope. And the one that did 2.
Well, they're D3s, so...
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do the one that 3. 3 6s. No. So that's 3 dead.
Okay. And then, because they use their power picks, they get 1 extra attack with their rending claws. Hitting on 3s. For all hit. And then wounding on 3s as well. For no 6s, but 3 possible wounds.
Okay. And only AP -1 on a regular rending claw. So 4-up saves. Okay. Failed 2. Saved 1. And that's going to be 2. 6-up feel no pains. Nope. And that's the unit.
Alright. Then I'll just consolidate onto 5 towards the tank. Alright, so next in the fight phase is going to be my Genestealers over here, attacking with 3 attacks each, and they're just within range of this guy, so they'll all be hitting on 2s with 18 attacks. Which missed 3 times. Wounding on 4s for these. 6s matter. For 4 6s.
Well, let's do... Do I make 4 6-up saves? Oh, would you look at that? I didn't. Oh, that's the unit.
Okay. And that is the end of Genestealer's turn 2. At the end of my turn, I managed to secure objective 3, kill the unbelievers, and I get blood and guts.
Mm-hmm.
I still do not have overwhelming firepower, and I'm going to throw that one away.
Because I'm running out of units already.
Yes. And I don't think any of these are roll a dice for.
No, because you didn't get more than
1.
2.
Yeah. So, that's the end of my turn. On to Tom's turn 3.
Alright, turn 3 for the Iron Hands. Things look pretty bleak, but I get to get 3 new tactical objectives. Who knows, this might turn it around. Secure 3, which is across the board. Scour the Skies, which you had nothing in your army that had fly, so I get to immediately sack that one and get a new one. Witch Hunter, kill something that has the Psychic keyword. You've got 2 of them. And Hold the Lines. Hey, I'll get 1 point. Woo! Alright, turn 3 for the Iron Hands. My Venerable didn't move. Stalker didn't move. My team up in the building didn't move. My Chapter Master came out. Razorback stayed put. My Tech Marine moved around to get his Flamers in range. And that's it. I don't have any other units.
Alright.
Starting off the shooting phase is going to be my Tech Marine, and he's going to fire all of his guns into that. unit of aberrants. And I am going to fire both profiles of the combi weapon. So I'm going to start off with the bolter part of it. 2 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling all to hit because of the nearby captain. Alright, nothing from the bolter part. Next up is going to be his plasma cutter. And that is 1 shot hitting on a 3. I'm not going to supercharge it. And rerolling all to hit. Successfully hit. Wounding on a 3. Successfully wounded. 1 damage, AP minus 3.
Alright, so 6 up invul. No. And 5 up feel no pain. No.
And now for his flamer and the flamer part of the combi. Going in, 2d6 number of shots for 8. Alright, and then wounding on 4s.
So that'll be 4 4-ups, which I make 1. So 3 5-up invuls. Or, sorry, feel no pains, which I don't make any.
So that's going to be a total of 2 aberrants going down.
Yep. I'll just take these 2 in the back.
Okay, up next I'm going to go ahead and have my Razorback fire all its shots into the aberrants there. I'm going to start off with the 2 twin las cannons, hitting on 3s. Rerolling all to hit because of the nearby chapter master. Both hit. And then wounding on 2s because strength 9. Both successfully wound. AP minus 3, so you're
6 up. 6 up, invul. Made 1, failed 1. And 5 up.
Oh, D6,
nope, sorry.
D6 damage. For 2.
So, 2 5 up feel no pains. Made 1, failed 1.
And then 4 shots from its storm bolter, hitting on 3s. Rolling all to hit. All successfully hit, and then wounding. Oop, get back here. And then wounding on 4s. For 3.
3 4-ups. Made 2. 1 5-up, feel no pain. Did not make that, so that's another one gone. And you with the hammer.
Okay, up next I'm going to have my Stalker activate. It's going to fire its shots into the Genestealers there.
Alright.
So 6 shots from the Icarus Storm Cannons, hitting on 4s. For 3 hits. It's not too far away from my Chapter Master. And then wounding on 3s. Okay. And then it's 2 shots from its Storm Bolter, hitting on 3s. Wounding on a 4. 1 wound.
1 5-up invul. No.
I want to have 2 fire frags down into that, and 2 fire cracks, and one of the cracks will be hitting on a 2.
Alright.
So I'll start off with the 2 that are firing frags down. 2d6 number of shots for 3. I have 3 command points. I'm spending 1 for 7. Much better. And then hitting on 3 through rolling to hit. All successfully hit. And wounding on 4s. For 3.
And that'll be 3 5-ups. Make 1, failed 2.
Crack missile hitting on a 2. Crack missile hitting on a 3. Rerolling all to hit. 1 to a 1, of course. And wounding on a 2, because strength 8. Wounds. AP minus 2, so AP minus 1, you have your 5-up saves.
Sweet. 1 5-up. Made it with a 6.
Well, that sucked. Last up is going to be my Dreadnought. You can only really see your neophyte squads. It's going to shoot at the one that has taken some damage.
Alright.
So 2 las cannon shots, hitting it on 2s. Disintegrating them on 2s. Got 1.
Alright.
And then 2 shots from its Storm Bolter, hitting on 2s. Okay, and then wounding on a 3. 1 wound. No AP, so you're 5 up armor.
Alright. 1, 5 up. 3.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty then. On to Genestealer's turn 3.
And at the end of my turn, I'm discarding Defend 5, because I won't get to it.
Alright, so Genestealer Cult turn 3. Pulling cards for this, I've got Claim Dominion, which is score D3 victory points if you control an objective marker that was controlled in your opponent's by your opponent at the start of the turn.
I have no objectives.
Alright, so I won't get that. Kingslayer,
Okay, I kill my warlord.
a possibility, and secure objective 2. Which
You're on
is... I'm on it. Alright, so movement phase for Genestealer Cult turn 3. Had that group move up, still holding on to objective 2. This group moved up. I had my Magus move and advance forward, getting into possible psychic ranges. And I had this group just move up. I had my Primus move and advance, just because he wasn't going to get in any kind of battle anyway, so we might as well provide a 6-inch bubble over here. The Aberrants moved up, moved in advanced, ready for a glorious charge. So on to Psychic phase, where I'm going to start with, once again, a Catalyst that I'll hopefully remember to actually use this time on the Genestealers. So that's going to be a Warp Charge of 6. I got it with a 7. And then with my Magus, just in 18 inches, I'm going to throw a Mass Hypnosis on the character there.
Okay.
On Tom's Warlord. Hopefully it works with a Warp Charge of 7. Well, that's a 2, so...
Give me a 5 or better on the other one.
That's a 1.
Want to spend a command point?
You know what? I've got 2 left, so I'm going to spend a command point. Well, now it's a 4, so nope. I continue to not be able to use Mass Hypnosis. So that's all for Psychic phase. On to shooting. Alright, so starting off shooting, I'm going to have this entire group and the front 4 of this group all fire at the Tom's Warlord. So that'll be a combination of 7 autoguns, 3 mining lasers, and 2 crack grenades heading his way. I'm just going to roll the 2 groups together just for ease of dice. So starting off with the autoguns, it's going to be 7 autoguns hitting on 4s. Your guy has no kind of hard to hit.
Nope.
Alright. Hitting on 4s. For 4 misses. Did I say 7?
Yes, you did say 7. You rolled 9.
Oh, it was 7 from that group, 2 from this group.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry for saying 7, it was 9. And then wounding on Strength 3 versus...
TF4.
TF4, so 5s. 2 possible wounds.
2 2-up saves. Need both.
Alright. And then I'm going to fire the 3 mining lasers, hitting on 4s, for 0. The 1 crack grenade from this guy, I mistook this one. This one has a seismic cannon, I'll fire that later. So 1 crack grenade, hitting on a 4. Nope. And lastly from this group is going to be the seismic cannon with 6 shots hitting on 4s for 3, and then wounding on 5s for none. Good job, guys. Alright, so with this group, they're going to be firing at the Dreadnought, and this time they've got 1, 2, 3 auto guns, and I'm going to mix those with the seismic cannon, because they're all the same profile, essentially. So, hitting on 4s with 9 dice for 1, 2, and 3. And then wounding on probably 5s.
6s.
Wounding on 6s. For none. Then the 1 crack grenade going in, hitting on a 4. Hits. And then wounding on a
3, because strength 8 versus 7.
Sweet. So, wounding on a 3 with this. No. And then lastly, the mining laser, hitting on a 4. Hits. And wounds on a 3. What is his toughness?
7, it just said it.
Sweet. And wounding on a 3. Possible wound.
Okay, AP minus 3 versus an armor of, I think, 3. So, 6. Oh, that's not no correct. That's 6 up. Save. Which I make.
Well done. Alright. And lastly in the shooting phase is going to be the 1 single Genestealer that has flesh hooks left. So that's going to be 2 shots hitting on 4s for 2 hits. And wounding on 4s as well. For zip, nada, and zilch. So that brings us to the charge phase, where I might as well start with the aberrants going in into just your tech dude.
Tech Marine.
Tech Marine.
Just the Tech Marine.
Just the Tech Marine.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Multi-charge into the Tech Marine and the... I keep wanting to call it a Land Raider. I know it's not.
It's a Razorback.
It's a Razorback. All right.
It's got a weapon on its back.
Ah, I see. It all makes sense to me now. All right, so the Aberrant's making a multi-charge into the Tech Marine and the Razorback.
All right. I'm going to start off with the bolter part. This combi bolter, he's firing everything he can into him. Hitting on 6s with the bolter. Nope. Plasma, not supercharging, hitting on a 6. Nope. All right, and then the 2d6 number of shots from the 2 flamers for 7. And wounding on 4s for 3.
3 5-ups.
Yeah.
For I make 1, fail 2, which then is 2 5-up, feel no pains. Which I make 1, fail 1, so one of them has 1 wound.
Okay.
And just for reference, it will be him,
Yeah,
not...
you want to keep your sergeant alive.
Yes.
Alright, then the Storm Bolter. 4 shots hitting on 6s. That's cool. But none of them hit.
We caught that on camera.
And then 2 shots hitting on 6s. 1 hit.
Alright.
Wounding on a 2. Wounds.
No AP, so 1.
Well, AP minus 3. It's a las cannon.
Okay, well, 5-up, feel no pain.
Is something you would get to after you do your 6-up. And then I do d6 damage.
Correct. So I failed the 6-up. D6 damage.
For 6.
Okay, well...
I'm just the guy with the 1 wound's dead.
Yeah.
That's 6 5-up.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll it, because I can. I'm not expecting 6 5-ups. I didn't get 1 5-up.
That guy's dead.
That guy's super dead. And because it's from one source, it's
doesn't
just him?
spill over, yes.
Okay.
So your whatever that thing's called, hypermorph, is still alive.
Sweet. So the Hypermorph's charge. With a 3, I think he makes it into both base contact. Next charge is going to be eeny, meeny, miny Genestealers.
Alright, and you're going to be sending him into the captain and the Razorback?
Yes.
Alright, well, captain's going to throw a frag grenade at him. D6 number of shots. 5. Hitting on 6s. None.
Alright, and their charge. Absolutely, they get in. Broodlord charging in, because you won't get a 7 again. And there he is. And that's it for charges to be made. On to melee. Alright, so starting off the fight phase with the Broodlord going into his What is it?
Chapter Master.
Chapter Master. Alright, so he's got 6 attacks hitting on 2s. I'm putting all 6 of them into the Chapter Master. So, hitting on 2s for all of the above. And then wounding on 3s, 6s matter. For 3 standard wounds, 1 6 up.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to roll the 3-up invul save for the one that will do 3 damage because of a 6. Command point. And then 3 other ones. Well, it's possible. That does, you do 3 and then D3.
Yep. So, D3 on that damage. For 1, so that's just a total of 4.
Okay, 4 6-up, feel no pains. So he takes 3.
Alright. I'm guessing he has 5 wounds?
6.
Ah. Alright. And then I'm going to have my Genestealers go in all into him as well. So Genestealers are going to have 9 attacks going in. Because the Broodlord is there, they'll be hitting on 2s. With their Rending Claws, of course.
Damn, you said you were using Rending Claws earlier.
So and that's going to be all hit. And then wounding on 4s. For 1, 2, 3 misses. 1, 2 6s.
Doesn't matter though.
Yep, so 4 standard hits and 2 6s.
Well, you have AP -1, turning my 2-up armor into a 3-up armor. I have a 3-up invul, so...
Fair enough.
3-up saves for those 6. Okay. And then 3 6-up feel no pains. And that's game. I have nothing left that can win.
Alright. That makes sense, because I've been really lucky with cards.
Mm-hmm. You have these 2 tied up. Even if he somehow miraculously survives your 6 strength 10 super damage attacks, that'll leave this tied up, unable to fight. I have these. You'll be in melee, can't target. So I could shoot at that group, or that group, or that group, which won't matter. And then I have these 2 left, which have been very slow at doing any real damage. And we're going into turn 4, and I'm 8 points down with the inability to get any points, so...
It makes sense.
I kind of hate Space Marines. They are so bad.
It's hard to like them when
Guards
they're just guard.
Guard do it 100 times better.
Because they get orders.
Their chapter tactics equivalent or guard regiments are fantastic. I don't think there's any one of them that are bad.
No, and Cadian is just amazing.
Cadian's fantastic. I love running Canada-Chan every once in a while because I just love the idea of strength 4 guardsmen.
Absolutely. You mean Space Marines?
Yeah. Hey, I got a squad of 10 for 40 points. I got a squad of 5 for 60, 70 points.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. Hands down, what squad I want more. It's just, they don't perform well enough. This guy, he's like over 100 plus points, plus 3 command points, and he didn't kill a single model.
Nope. Alright, well, hope everyone enjoyed, and have a good one.